Hello, hi everyone. So today I want to talk about something I call startup and grow. It's 5 ways to start up an e-commerce business for everyone who wants to start up an e-commerce business. Number one is to get an idea and validate it. Number two is to manufacture your product. Number three is branding. Number four, scaling up. And number five is organizational values, your management processes, and entirely building up your. So stepwisely, I'm going to explain all of those things I listed, so we follow it closely and actually get what I'm saying. So number one is getting an idea and validating it. How do you find an idea? How do you get an idea? You get an idea by following a trend, following a trending topic, a trending product, something that everybody is talking about. So when you get that idea, another thing you do is to find out the market for that idea before you make that product. You do not go making product when you don't know if there is a market for that product. That's a mistake that most of us make. You need to find your market for that product, so when you launch your product into the market, you already have an existing market to crush your product. So you don't bring it in looking for those who will come and buy it from you. Let's take a topic, fitness, for instance. Everybody is talking about fitness. Everybody wants to be fit. Everybody wants to flaunt their body on the gram, on social media, whatever, to show that they are keeping fit. Now, if we go into this topic, now we can find different products in the fitness world, and then there is nothing that comes into the fitness world that does not sell out. If you check, whether it's expensive, whether it's cheap, there are people who will buy the expensive ones, there are people who will buy the cheap ones. Whatever you bring into the fitness world sells, going from the fitness watch that shows you how many calories you've lost and blah blah blah, going to the belt, going to the kit for fitness, going to even headband, going to the shoes, sneakers, going to the water bottle, going to the fitness machines, and all of those things. They all sell out because this is a topic that is trending. Now we say we find a product there. Let's use water bottle for instance. Now this product is already out there in the market. You have to make your own unique. Now if it was me, I would probably find it, say I want to produce water cans for fitness community, and maybe I would write out things on that bottle that will motivate the owner. If it's a drinking can, yes, because they say water is good for keeping fit, water is this and that and that. Write things on that water can that will make the owners motivated to keep drinking the water. Maybe label the first part, 7 a.m. is water is good for you. 8 a.m. yes, you should keep drinking it. 9 a.m. something till the person follows it strictly, till person finishes 2 liters of water or 5 liters, whatever. But make sure that person is drinking water every day. Now, before I even start making my product, I create a captivating audience for that particular product. Maybe using social media, I create a group and say Fit Farm. Okay, now I keep posting everything that is related to keeping fit, everything that is related to healthy living, everything that is related to drinking water as a fitness method and all that. And I keep talking and encouraging them and giving them value on that page. And next time, just show my product. I have this water can that can do this, do that, do that. I tell you the benefit of buying that water can from me, not the features. No, I sell you the benefit. I'm not telling you that the features of the can is that it has things written on it that will, no. I'm not telling you that the features is handy for you to, no. Benefit first. It will keep you motivated and hydrated all day long. You can carry it anywhere that you want. Benefits are the idea that will push in any situation. Now that is for getting your idea and validating it. By the time you make sure that your product has a market, you have validated your idea. By the time you have created a captivating audience and community for your product, you have validated your idea. So we'll move to producing or manufacturing your product or idea. So number two is manufacturing your product. A lot of things go into manufacturing, but more especially pricing. Now, because of pricing, I advise anybody who wants to manufacture something should go local before going global. Now, let's say I want to produce my water cans. I can decide to go to Aba, get the water can, design it, make it locally here, and see how it is and test it out first before I can decide to take my design to China and mass produce. But some of us will not do that. Some of us would carry the design, sent to China, and make 2,000 pieces of it, and then we come back with a lot of errors. Where do you want to start? 2,000 pieces all damaged and gone while you're still trying to validate your idea. It doesn't work that way. When your idea is getting validated and you're starting up to make your product, do your product locally first. Test it out. Look, even people that make skincare products, they try it out with themselves in their hand and give to their family and friends, sell out to those around them. Test it for me, and when they see it's okay, yes, they start mass producing big. Maybe send it off to a manufacturing company somewhere and make it manufacture in a large more quantity before bringing it back. You do not want to make your product in 1,000 copies when you have not even finished your validating process. You are going to lose money. As in big time, you're going to lose money. So I advise us to please go locally first before you go globally. Take your items, your raw material, to a manufacturing brand here, or even yourself. Test it out within your environment before you start mass producing. Do not just go mass producing all at once from the beginning. Manufacturing locally will help you have stepwise idea of everything that is happening during the manufacturing process before you reproduce globally. If you're manufacturing globally, you can't be going to China every 2 weeks or 3 weeks to go and check what is happening. No, manufacturing locally will help you save costs because you're using smaller amount of money to make your first. It's like your blueprint. It's like your first copy. It's just a small amount of money instead of using a huge amount of money to order a whole lot of products in your first order. What if they turn out bad? So that's what manufacturing locally does for you. Another thing is, please, we should all try to have different manufacturers when we actually start ordering largely, so that their process and their timing does not affect us. Imagine when you have only one person manufacturing for you, and tomorrow the person starts telling you a story. How do you cover up for the lapses? How do you cover up for the time wasted? So you should have more than one manufacturer, so that when if maybe say you want to order 200 pieces, you give 100 to this person, give 100 to another person, and that way you're sure that even if this one doesn't deliver, at least it can deliver 50 or 80. Same thing with this person, and then you can make up for your product. Not when you give one person, the person cannot even deliver at all. So you should have more than one manufacturer. So that is that for manufacturing phase. Number 3 is branding. Now, branding is very essential because that is the face of your company. When you start building a brand, or when you start branding your company, you need to ask yourself one question: is this what I want to be doing in the next 5 years of my life? Yes, 5 years. A brand can actually be forever, but then I'm saying 5 years because you might want to start up other things later when you've already solidified one brand. So it's not a bad thing to have more than one brand, but ask yourself, what I'm starting now, is it what I will be doing? Is it what I want to be doing for the next 5-6 years of my life? Would I still enjoy doing it? When you've asked yourself that question, the answer is positive. Now you know that you're ready to build a brand. Now, in building a brand, you need to get something unique. At least you need to present your brand to be unique. Because if your brand is something that everybody's seen every other place, there's no need coming to you if I can get it another place. So you need to tell me your uniqueness. You need to tell me why I should come to you. You need to present your brand as unique. When launching a product, you need to brand. Your product gets across to everybody when you launch it, but it is branding that targets your audience. People who relate to that kind of branding that you've given are those who will buy your product. So that is the effect of branding. Now you have thrown out your product to everybody, yes, but because of the kind of branding you're giving to it, those who relate to it are those who will buy from you, depending on the branding that you have given to your product. In branding, there's something we call content territory. Those are the areas of interest based on the universe of your customer persona. Say something like rest relaxation, inspire, aspire, intellect. They depend on the interest on you of your customer persona. That is what we call content territories in branding. So you use that to shape what your product is about. That's why you see some products have certain type of taglines, like LG says life is good. Everybody relates to that. Your brand comes down to the way that it is perceived in the market, or the way that it affects your audience. That is the truth. Your brand has everything to do with your customers and not you. Your brand has to appeal to your customers. It has to appeal to your audience, because they are the ones who are buying those products. You're not the one who want to use everything. Your customers have to relate to your brand. And then one of the branding principles, one of the strongest branding principles is consistency. Please make sure your voicing is the same. Make sure your commercials, they are consistent in whatever you do in branding. You cannot use red today, tomorrow you use yellow, not even something close to the red. You cannot use purple today, tomorrow you're using black. No, you have to be consistent in your branding. Now let's take Indomie for instance. Do you see the kind of adverts that Indomie dishes out? They are consistent in their lifestyle. Indomie is consistent. Let me use another brand. Let me use Ford. They are very consistent with showing you luxury. They are very consistent with showing you that everything about them screams wealth. Mercedes, yes, Mercedes doesn't care whether it's one person that buys their product. All they want to tell you is that their product has class, and that is their branding. And they are very, very consistent with that. So that is one of the strongest principles of branding: consistency. So put that into serious consideration. So moving forward, we're talking about scaling up and marketing. Now, I already talked about marketing in a previous video of mine. I don't think I'm going to start saying everything all over again. So you can go watch that video and you see what I said about marketing and using influencers, because the truth is, this is e-commerce and it has everything to do with digital marketing. That is the thing. Digital marketing, influencer marketing, it is what works for e-commerce business. So please check out my marketing video and read through it. Then finally, we have operational management. The truth is that one person cannot do it. E-commerce is a very large market. It's a very large business, because you need, from the admin to the internet people to those who are stocking up and all that. So you need to get a team. You need to get a team to work with you. Let me just explain a few things that goes around the e-commerce business. You need those to sort out delivery. You need those who work on the administrative part, taking stock of items. You need those who will be making your orders. You need those who will be watching your email lists, everything tech and all of that. You need those who be the accountability part of it. So it's a whole lot to work with. You need to get a team of trusted people, please, so you discuss with them and know what part everybody is playing, because before you properly and successfully build your e-commerce brand. They are just the 5 steps that you can use to build an e-commerce company, e-commerce business, whatever you want to call it. But then I'll be giving pro tip. Pro tip number 1: do not manufacture a product before making sure that there is actual market for that product. Number 2: build a captivating audience and community before launching your product. Pro tip number 3: manufacture local before going global. Pro tip number 4: do not stock up upfront before validating your product. Pro tip number 5: break down your goals into baby steps and fully implement each step all the way. Don't put them into steps and then you jump steps. No, follow it stepwisely and follow everything to the latter. The last one is pre-sell your product so it can help you raise capital. That first one that you already started making, that you want to give out for testing to your family and friends, yes, you can sell it out to them. That your family and friends are supposed to encourage you in this business. Sell it off to them. If not, even if it's not the original price you want, but something so you can have a little capital to start your business fully with.